In 1850, a couple ran a roadhouse that served miners coming from Sacramento, going up to the gold fields near Coloma and Hangtown, as Placerville was then known. In November of 1850, the husband published a notice in the newspaper indicating that his wife had run away, stealing $12,000 and running away with a younger man, as well as their 2.5-year-old daughter, leaving him with her 5 sons alone. And he asked, for help trying to find her. I'm Tom Savage. I'm actually an associate professor of chemistry at Sac State, but one of my hobbies is history, and so I'm here because I've just published an article talking about the history of a Gold Rush era couple who ran a roadhouse along the American River at this location. We're at the Howe Avenue River access, and the 6 Mile House, the roadhouse run by Emmeline and Jeremiah Root, was about a quarter to a half mile east of this location along the American River Bike Trail. The newspaper articles basically criticize sort of the tawdry nature of this whole affair. But if you look a little bit more closely at the history of the couple, you kind of realize the tremendous amount of pressure that family had been in getting here to Sacramento. They were actually one of the earliest converts to Mormonism back in the early 1830s in northeastern Ohio. It's just a fascinating story about these early families trying to make their way in the rambunctious times of the gold rush. And what's cool is it gets the climax of the story happened right here along the American River in an area that really has no kind of, there's no sort of historical markers or anything out here. If you wouldn't know that all of this had happened if it wasn't for some of the old records and the old maps.